Please welcome with me Fahim as the general evaluator of today's meeting.
Got up stage much faster than I thought it was going to be, but good to be back up here. So, I don't know if you guys all know the role, but as general evaluator, I'm going to wrap up the meeting for you guys, get the evaluators up here, get the speeches spoken, critiqued, and improved in some way or another, and see if everyone is ready to end the meeting soon. So, let's get our Tyler Chan up here to evaluate Zach.
Alright, so with this turn of events, we have one speech, so one evaluation. Alright, so Zach, this is a 15-20 minute speech from the Professional Speaking Manual. This is a keynote speech. Basically, it is about making sure you have a general theme, a general idea that you want to share, and emotionally encourage other people to go with this purpose. And your purpose was to encourage other people to find someone to help you seek to become a better person, a better improvement of yourself, and help you excel. And that main message of introducing Benny and how Benny inspired one of the biggest figures in civil rights, which is MLK, could be you. You never know. You might just inspire the next person to be that next big person. You just have to reach out, or you can be that person and ask other people to help you improve. You just have to ask. That was the main overall thing, and you did a very good job. First of all, with introducing who Benny is, because your intro, you basically just talked to like, all right, so there's one guy named Benny, and then he was just a very normal guy, one of those stories where it was just, all right, it just seems like a normal dude who just ascended into greatness. But then there's a lot of people here that have this kind of story, but why is this one so special? And then this is why, because he created one of the best people that we ever could like think about, MLK. One thing I would improve upon in terms of your speech, though, is that when you're up here and you're saying, you don't have to be Benny, you don't have to be MLK, you can be just one or the other and help someone create someone great. Your steps, your movement with purpose, it could be exaggerated a lot more. Because when you're up here, you're saying, you could be Benny, you could be MLK. But it was only like very small steps. If you just make bigger steps, then it'll be more exaggerated and it'll get the point more across. And also when you're up here, I noticed that you have one safe position, and it's this. So when you're up here, you say a gesture, you say something with body language, and then a little over time, you would come back to this. And sometimes you would clap too by accident when you go back to this position. So I'd say, make sure, although we like to say hands to the side is the go-to, it is a little unnatural sometimes just to go revert to this position, but change up the standard comfortable stance every once in a while, and then that'll help you out a little bit. And overall, I like to say that the idea, your overall keynote speech was to encourage other people to act on this purpose. And you use vocal variety and the pace of your dialogue a lot to point out certain things. For example, when Benny was being introduced as someone who was just a normal person, but then he became better and better and better. He became the president of Morehouse College. He helped deliver these sermons that encouraged Martin Luther King to act. You raised your voice and also spoke faster, so it helped bring out the key points and then other people to understand what the main idea is. So overall, for a 15-20 minute speech, you did a very good job. I'd like to also notice you put a lot of bullet points into your outline. I noticed a few times during your other previous speeches, you'd come up and be like, don't have an outline ready, don't have any ideas ready, but I'm just going to wing it. And I always like to say, Zach, you do a lot better when you have outlines ready to go. And I saw your outline very extensive, so I like that you did that. It's a very good job. And overall, I like to say that, is this your first professional speaker speech, or is this? No. No? Okay. I was about to say, I was like, this is, in the booklet it says one, but I'm like, pretty sure you did more.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's my last.
Your last one. So we went backwards. All right. So basically, no. That's why it makes so much sense. All right. Overall, Zach did a very good job. There's very little things I could find to nitpick on, to improve on, so very good job on that. Overall, great. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. For a second, I was like, why is he staring at me? But that was a pretty fast meeting, I'd say. We have only one evaluator, so I don't know if you guys really want to vote on him. But there is an option. But to wrap up the whole meeting in general, a few critiques. I did notice that we started 5 minutes late, big no-no, especially if Toastmasters is all about being on time and being professional. Second, only one speaker. Very short meeting, I could say, because of it, but not the best, I guess, in turnout. I guess because the finals that's approaching, but overall, it flowed well. We had a longer table topics, and I can tell for a fact it might be ending very early in comparison to usual. Unless
Guest speaker pops in.
we have a guest speaker who would still be interested in speaking. And I don't know how that would go approach. Are you still interested in speaking?
Yes, right now. All right.
Lovely. So you know what? I will delay my general evaluation of the whole meeting.
All right, so we'll have Bhanodai to evaluate Preciosa's speech. Welcome to the stage.
Thank you very much, Preciosa. Thank you for giving your speech. I would like to now go through several objectives. Clarity. Was her spoken language clear and easily understood? I was able to understand various points of her speech throughout. Her voice was able to go throughout the room. I felt that she was able to pronounce everything very well. I didn't feel that she mumbled and stuff. Mumbling can certainly make it very less confident with the audience, and it just gives you the impression that you didn't really prepare overall. Vocal variety. Did she use tone, speed, and volume as tools? Overall, great entrance by saying M for makeup. This certainly grabbed the audience's attention and really trying to make sure that they can really grab onto the first 10 seconds of your speech and really understanding what the speech is about. So good job with that. I would like to see more variety though, such as volume, maybe varying that depending on how well maybe you put your makeup on, increasing that volume, or maybe you were sad, changing your tone when knowing that you messed up your makeup and you didn't put it on properly. With regards to eye contact, this was a very strong point. Did you effectively use eye contact to engage the audience? I saw you moving your eyes throughout. One thing I've seen with individuals is that they focus on one person or one area, but you overall did a great job moving your eyes around to really engage with everyone in the audience. Gestures. Did you use physical gestures effectively? I did see some gestures putting up some of the makeup and demonstrated what you were saying by actually showcasing what each makeup part would do. I would like to see you moving more around the stage rather than staying in one place. This can really showcase how much confident you are with your speech and really with the audience. Audience awareness. Did you demonstrate awareness of audience engagement and needs? Overall, I think you did a great job making your description short and succinct so your audience does not get lost in all the technical words. You also use the visual aids in order to engage with your audience and really demonstrate what each thing does. I would, however, prepare better with regards to your makeup bag because that kind of lost the audience attention for a bit. Because that kind of gave them the impression, oh, this is not really too confident, but I would improve that overall. Overall, great job with your speech. I think just to focus on those particular aspects, great job in those strong points that I did mention. I look forward to your next speech. Thank you.
All right, and with that, I'd like to get the reports from our 3 reporting roles, starting with Serena as the grammarian.
So, Zach, starting off with your first speech, you used a lot of simple sentences at the beginning, like Benny is, Benny did. And so that was effective at the beginning, but then you started using him multiple times throughout the speech. So I felt like it was becoming a little bit too repetitive. So maybe varying the sentences structure, and then making it more not as simple all the time. And then another thing, you said Benny went to a doctorate, just adding in Benny went to get a doctorate. And then I would also suggest when you introduce Martin Luther King's name, you say Martin Luther King Jr. because there is a difference. And then there's one point where you refer to MLK as Martin, but I would suggest just a little tip, just to introduce him as MLK since most people are used to being referred to as MLK instead of just Martin. And then you said more easier at one point, but that was it for grammar advice. And then Preciosa. There was one phrase where you said, so that your germs and bacteria are away. Just rephrasing that would make a little bit more sense. There's another part where you said, emphasize on upper part of cheekbones, but you can take out the on part, because you can just say, emphasize the upper part of your cheekbones. And then there was one part, I could have heard incorrectly, but I thought you said multiple shades of eyebrows instead of eyeshadow. I don't know. But yeah, that's just a little thing. And then going on to table topics, everyone did pretty well on grammar for table topics, so I didn't touch anything there in particular. Tyler, for the evaluation, I didn't touch anything as well. And then Bhanodai, the only thing I caught was that you said, quote, I didn't feel like she mumbled and stuff. Just say all the end stuff out. Good job, everyone.
Thanks, Serena. And I believe Ben is our odd counter for today.
Yep. Overall, we did pretty well. There were only a couple people today that had us, ahs, you knows, ands, nows, so's. And I broke them up into categories. So, Zach, you had one one you know, one extended now, and then one so. Tyler, you had one you know. Fahim, you had 5 uhs, 1 ooh, and 1 and. And then Trisha, you had 1 so that's all.
Thanks, Ben. And Linda, you were our last minute timer for the day. Was everyone in time for the meeting?
Table topic respondents and evaluators were all within time. Our speakers, Zach was at 11 minutes and 55 seconds, and Preciosa, you finished at 7 minutes and 10 seconds, and then asked for questions, which took you to 8 minutes and 30 seconds.
Thanks, Linda. And with that, I think I will turn the meeting over to Serena for roles for.
Tyler, do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Welcome to the stage, Tyler.
And Kirk.
Kirk, that was probably one of the hardest meetings to ever be Toastmaster today for.
There's so many changes on the spot. We never had the order of the meeting change, just literally during the meeting, so good job. First time too. Straight up into the fire.